This is episode 4 of the Twitch Chat Podcast. I'm your host, N64 Josh, and I'm live on twitch.tv/N64Josh. We do this show at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday mornings live. And there, we also do Q&A. So I want to say what's up to my chat. Finnaface, BP, WMD, Steel Sand Gaming, Rad Panda, Britster, Hoffman. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're so glad to have you. So if you're here live, make sure to save your questions to the end of the show. And today's episode is going to be all about having multiple revenue streams for your stream. Okay? Because if you want this to be a business, you have to run it like a business, and it's not a good idea to have all of your eggs in one basket. Okay? There's many tools within Twitch that you can set up different revenue streams. But we're going to talk about some other things that I don't see a lot of people talking about when it comes to streaming. And so I'm really hoping that this will help you guys and even give you some ideas on how you can better monetize your brand online. So here we go. Having multiple streams. We're just going to jump right into this. The show notes are blog posts that are over on n64josh.com, and not all of the blog posts become podcasts. So, the latest blog post I just put up today is called How Not to Grow on Twitch. And it talks about things like not promoting your stream in other people's chats, because it's just not people don't like that. They don't like it. Trying to do follow for follow, it doesn't work. It's not an effective way to grow your brand. So there's a handful of things on there that hopefully you can end up seeing maybe where you're putting some time that's not going to be very fruitful, and then put that time elsewhere. That's the idea of that post. But here we go. We're going to talk multiple revenue streams for your stream. If streaming full-time is the goal, then you're going to need multiple revenue streams. Even the most successful streamers will have multiple sources of income. I've seen it all the time. King Ithalian, Professor Broman, very big streamers in the Destiny community. They've started a coffee roasting business. They do a giant convention every year. And it's not only just they're not only have multiple revenue streams, but they're also raising money for St. Jude and raising millions of dollars within their community. It's awesome. But they're just a couple examples of of people that have turned this into a very, very successful business. And streaming was just where it started, and then they've expanded into other areas. And so the same can be true for you. Like, and if Twitch shut down tomorrow and it was your only revenue stream, what would you do? You'd be in trouble, right? Twitch should not be the main hub of your content. Your website should be the main hub of your content. And you may be like scratching your head right now, wondering like, what? I don't have a website. Well, you need to get one. And just watch what happens here. Okay. So having a website gives you another source of traffic, like for organic reach, for your brand to be found. And since we're talking about revenue streams, and one of the first thing we're going to talk about is affiliate sales. To set up your website, you need hosting. Okay. So if you head to n64josh.com/hosting, you can purchase a hosting package from HostGator, which is the hosting company that I use, that I recommend, that I've been using for over 10 years. And if you type that in, n64josh.com/hosting, that's what's called a pretty link, and that is my affiliate link to HostGator. So that means if you make a purchase, I make a commission. If you don't make a purchase, but you decide to go back within 20 or 40 days, I can't remember how their affiliate program is set up, I will still make that commission. There's a guy I know named Pat Flynn. He has a website and a podcast called Smart Passive Income. I highly recommend you check it out. It talks all about this stuff all the time. It's how I learned a lot of this stuff years ago, and he's still putting out amazing content today. But he makes around 50 to 100K a month just on his hosting affiliate link. He set up a YouTube video that was how to set up a blog in 5 minutes. And that video gets so much traffic, and his affiliate link is in the description, that he pulls in 50 to 100K a month just from that YouTube video. So affiliate sales are they can be very, very lucrative, and it's something you want to understand and use. Okay. Now, like I mentioned, n64josh.com/hosting. That will take you to HostGator. I get a commission if you purchase hosting. You just set up, you pick your plan, you install WordPress onto your site. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna make a video walking through it. I've made videos in the past as well on my other channels, but I'll be making a new one for this year. And you can get your site set up, start putting out blog posts. I mentioned that being a pretty link, right? n64josh.com/hosting. Pretty link is a plugin for WordPress that allows you to take any link, right? Because I don't even know what my HostGator link is, but I can guarantee you it's hostgator.com/user ID, all these numbers, letters. It's just ugly. To try to say it on a podcast or on a Twitch stream, nobody could go to it, right? But now, if you're even listening to this just in the audio form, you could go to n64josh.com/hosting, just type it in, and you'll be taken to my affiliate link. It's a powerful tool. It's a very, very powerful tool. And I use this for many things. My book, Another Castle, n64josh.com/Another Castle, takes you right to Amazon. You can order the paperback. If you punch that link in on a browser, and it doesn't open in, like if you're on a PC or desktop or whatever, and you go to the browser, you'll also have access to the Kindle book. On mobile, you have to be in the browser. If it opens up the app on an iPhone, you guys know they don't sell the digital books because Apple wants to sell their books, blah blah blah. Anyway, but that pretty link allows people to easily find the content or the products that you are promoting. That's why I recommend because there's other ways to make easier sites, and there may be other ways to do pretty links. I don't know what those are. I've been doing this for, like I said, 10 years, and you can spend a little bit of time. Like, don't be intimidated by trying to make a site. It's not that difficult. I've learned everything through YouTube videos. n64josh.com is just a theme that I purchased for, like, I don't know, $40 to $80. I don't remember. And you just install it, and then you customize it. A lot of it's just kind of drag and drop, and I want this and I want that. And if you don't understand something like a term or whatever, you can just Google it, look it up, and then get a better understanding. But I've made all my sites myself. And so it is something that's not that difficult, and it can really be a great revenue source, not only for your affiliate sales, but also for ad revenue from AdSense, which is, that's Google's ad program. And if you have a YouTube channel, you're already signed up. You already have an AdSense account. It's the same revenue source, right? It's the same ad agency. Getting a website is very important. Like I said, I don't care where you go. I just recommend HostGator for hosting. They've been great for me. I have a cloud package. It allows me to host as many different sites as I want. I just have to purchase the domains. So that's the route I have gone. We're going to talk more about websites next week in more depth, but for now I want to get back to revenue streams and talking about affiliate sales. So how do you sign up? How do you become an affiliate? Right? And some of you are probably wondering, well, you're saying affiliate, and I'm a Twitch affiliate. I've got my 50 followers. I had my three average viewers, and now I'm an affiliate. Correct. You are. If you check the bottom of every website, almost every website, especially a site that sells stuff, bestbuy.com, Amazon, right? It's called an Amazon associate. You're already an Amazon associate if you're an affiliate for Twitch, because they're owned by Amazon. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. But you go to the bottom of almost every website, and it will have, affiliate program, something. You click that, and it's going to take you to a place to sign up, and then they'll either approve you or not approve you. And if they approve you, then they're going to give you either a link that will, just take them, like for me with HostGator, it just takes them directly to hostgator.com, but it was through my link. So whatever you purchase, I get commission for, right? If you go to n64josh.com/Amazon, that's my Amazon affiliate link. It takes you to Amazon, and anything you purchase within 24 hours, I make a small commission on. It's a low commission. Amazon's not the greatest for affiliate sales, but it is an option. Here's what I want you to remember: the trust of your audience is more valuable than any dollar amount. So only recommend products that you believe in and that you will use yourself. Only recommend products that you believe in or that you will use yourself. You do not want to hurt the trust of your audience. It's just not, it's not worth any dollar amount. So make sure that you're only recommending things that you would use and that will add value to the people that are purchasing them. Okay? Now, this is what you can do right now. Right now, if you are a Twitch affiliate, you can go into your stream manager, and if you scroll down, you're going to see where it says extensions. And within extensions, it says Amazon. You can look for Amazon Blacksmith. And what this is going to do, this is going to allow you to build a small shop with products that you would recommend people purchase. Maybe it's the games that you're currently streaming. You can throw them all into this list. The controllers you use, the products you use for streaming, the cameras, whatever's available on Amazon, you can build. Now, if you guys are watching this live and you're on desktop, you can mouse over my video and you'll see there's like a little Amazon smiley face, the little logo. And if you click that, it will take you to this little shop that I've set up, and it has games like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Mario Kart 8 and just a few things that I use that I would recommend. And I make a commission on those. Oh, Hoffman's saying you can do it on mobile too. So there you go. So they can see the little blacksmith logo. Again, if there's a few things I can add. Right now I'm using a post processor on my Switch called the M Classic. Well, I'm going to go and add that thing in there because I love this thing, and playing my Switch on a 4K monitor, it up-reses everything and looks really good, and I highly recommend it. So that's another thing I will add to that list. But that right there, that's affiliate sales, and you can start that right now. So pick some products that you recommend. I mean, look, if you really want to get creative with this, do some mini reviews when you start your stream. Okay, your little just chatting section, maybe there's some products that you really like, and you could be a trusted review source for some of your audience. And you just make, little videos reviewing little products that you've picked up, and then you put them into that blacksmith extension and let your audience know, hey, if you guys want to pick this up, it's right there. It's right there. So just make sure when it comes to affiliate sales, it's important that you let people know, hey, this is an affiliate link. That's all you need to say. This is an affiliate link. Because it's actually against the law to not disclose when you are using an affiliate link. So make sure that you're very clear and very, upfront that this is an affiliate link. That's affiliate sales. Kind of an example of some a success story for me. I had one night where I was running a photography blog, and I reviewed an ebook that came out from Digital Photography School. This book sold for $20. I had a 40% commission, so I got $8 every time somebody purchased this book. I ran a $40 Facebook ad with my review of this ebook, targeting photographers and people that like Digital Photography School, and made $500 in one night. I set up my phone to the Mario coin every time I got the email of a sale, and my coin went off, the notification went off like Mario was just hitting one of the question mark blocks that had, 10, 15 coins in it, right? Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. It was great. It's how I paid for my Xbox One. Amazon doesn't pay the most for their commissions, but there's other places that you can you can go and become affiliates for that can be very, very profitable. Okay, now you can become an affiliate for Best Buy, for Amazon, like I said, for GameStop, and Best Buy is going to be run through another program, and then you go in and you find the item, and then they give you your specific link, and then you can link directly to that item. They don't pay all that much, so unless you have like a massive audience, and you're always first to like, hey, this item just dropped for pre-order, and you put out your link, it may be a little bit tough to make much money with those affiliate sales. But once the audience is there, once you have a large enough audience, and if you're on top of like, hey, the pre-order for this just came out on Best Buy, and your link goes out, it's a chance for you to make a little coin. So, and again, it doesn't have to be your main revenue stream. It's just another revenue stream. So that's important. Let's get into another revenue stream. Creating your own digital products. Like I said, I have a book, right? Another Castle. It's about content creation. It's about my journey, right? With content creation, the struggles that my mental health through it all, and the overall theme of the book is just enjoying the journey. And it's tough to do sometimes. Sometimes it's tough to do. I still struggle trying to stay out of my own head. You know, it's just the way it goes. But that's the book I wrote. I then finished the book. The way I proofread the book, I had a few people look at it for me and help me out, but then I read the book for the Audible version, right? And as a streamer, you have the tools to do this very thing. You have the tools. You got your mic, go for it. Write a book, get it up on Audible. Audible can be very, very profitable. If somebody buys your book, of course, you know, I think my book sells for like $4, $5 if you're already on Audible. I think it's $8 if you're not an Audible subscriber already. But if you go to n64josh.com/audible, it takes you to my book, and I get what's called a bounty, and that pays far more. It's probably one of my most lucrative links. If you go get the book for free and then sign up for a month, that's referred to as getting a bounty, and it is highly profitable. It's worth your time to put a little work in and create some of these digital products. All right, you can create graphics for people. I have friends who are artists. They make emotes, they do overlays, you know, and they also stream while they're doing this. So they're just streaming the work they would be doing anyway and making extra money. My good friend Young Khan just hit partner. He just got partnered on Twitch. You know, the dude's killing it. I think recently he hit 2,000 subs. On top of you know, his commissions. So he's got multiple revenue streams. He's also making merch, which is we'll talk about later. So you can create your own courses. Even you can go to a website like Udemy and create like courses on how to stream or how to draw, whatever it is you're an expert at, how to play guitar. You have all the tools if you're a streamer. You can create these products and then upload them to Udemy. They sell them, and you get, I think they sell them for around $12, $10, whatever, and you get half of every sale. But they have millions of people on their site. It generates tons of traffic, and it gives you the opportunity to have your product in front of a ton of people without having to promote it yourself. They take care of that, which is why they take half. But once the work's done, you can go to sleep and make money while you're sleeping. It takes some of the pressure off of your stream. That's one of the most beautiful things about this, is you don't have to worry about your sub count, your follow count. You can just stream for fun because you're making money in other places, and you're not having to like, you know, you're just not grinding it out, hoping that maybe today I'll get that big raid and somebody here will gift, you know, hundreds of subs, you know. No, you don't have to worry about it. And it allows you just to enjoy Twitch more, right? So the more revenue streams you have, and the more you can look at this as a business and succeed with it being a business, the less pressure you're going to put on to Twitch and your viewers, and it just makes it more fun. It does take work. It's not like it's just going to happen overnight. And it also means you probably have to stream less. You guys notice that I've not been streaming nearly as much because I'm putting all my effort into the other places that I'm recommending you do. I'm doing product reviews of cameras and lenses and microphones, and talking about different ways to market your streams and build your brand. It's the stuff that I'm very passionate about, and I have to step away from being on Twitch. But you guys have probably all been there if you've been streaming. You can stream for 8 hours and have you get done and it's like, okay, I made $1.50 or maybe $2.60 because I got one sub and somebody donated 10 bits. And you're like, was that the best use of my time? I may have gotten like 3 or 4 follows, but is it the best use of your time? I don't know. I'm putting all this other content out in other places, and when I'm not even live, people are following the channel, and that's where I want you guys to be. I want you to be in that same situation, so that you're growing your brand continually, and you're also having multiple revenue streams that you can take the pressure off of your Twitch audience. Another place that I make money is Lightroom presets. I created for Animal Crossing, right? You can snap a screenshot in Animal Crossing, tweet it out, put it in a folder on Facebook, then you can grab it off your phone, throw it into Lightroom. I have presets that are made so that the pictures look gorgeous, and then you can upload them to your Instagram. And they just have a real unique look, and you can do little fine adjustments, but you don't have to. And they're sold through a website called gumroad.com. So if you want to create, I have products on there. I have the Gamer's Guide to Podcasting is a book and an audio book that I have on Gumroad right now. Here's what's cool about selling stuff on Gumroad. You can have your own affiliates. So I can tell people, hey, if you have a big audience that loves Animal Crossing, and some of them, there's probably going to be plenty of them that use Instagram. You can be like, hey, can I send you these? I'll send you these presets, and then you can promote them to your audience, and I'll give you a 40 or 50% commission. Right? So now you're able to create products that you don't even have to sell yourself. You can find people that have a similar, that are in the same niche, that can see the value in the product you've created, and then they can offer it to their audience. And now again, it's taken some of the pressure off of you, and the beauty of it is, like with a site like Gumroad, you don't do anything. You put the product up, you get your affiliates, they pay you, they pay them, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't got to try to figure out, okay, who made this sale, and no, it's all taken care of for you. So it's just another way for you to gain, to earn a living online, and it can happen while you're sleeping, while you're sipping your coffee, while you're streaming, and then you don't have to have that pressure on your chat. So you guys can all just enjoy each other's company. Okay? So create your products, get your own affiliates, and start selling those products. Sponsors. Right there, OP Seat. All my gear is sitting on my OP Seat desk right now. Okay, so I'm their sponsor. I love the products. I highly recommend the products. If you go to n64josh.com/OPSeat, you automatically save $10 at checkout, and I get a commission on every chair that's purchased. They're also the best value in gaming chairs. There's nobody that can touch them in price or comfort, which is why I highly, highly recommend them. I love these chairs, and I 100% believe in this product and would not recommend it if I didn't. Okay, but that's one sponsorship. You can also, once you have the audience size, you may have a game that a game company that comes to you and says, hey, we're going to be launching this game. We will pay you X amount of dollars to stream this game for, 1 week. Depending on the size of your audience, this can be a very, very lucrative deal. When you're first starting out, it's more of a give and take with developers. I woke up this morning to an email from a PR firm, and they're like, hey, can we send you 2 physical copies of these games if you wouldn't mind covering them? I'm like, sure, I'll do that. But then as the audience grows, there'll be companies that will be, I've had companies that are like, hey, can we pay you to, talk about our game on your podcast, or, whatever the case may be. And so as it grows, more opportunities will arise. So, but again, make sure that it's a game that you can promote, that you can get behind, that you believe in, that you like, and that you're not just looking for the coin. Ad revenue. YouTube. Get your YouTube videos out. Work hard. Get your 1,000 subs. And then you can monetize those videos, right? AdSense on your website. You just go in, you grab a code, and Google throws the ads up for you. Once you have enough traffic to your site, there are more lucrative ad programs out there that pay more than AdSense does. AdSense is not very lucrative, but if you have a massive audience, you can make a good living with it. All right. You can also run ads on Twitch, but I don't recommend. I've actually stopped because every time I do, people leave. And I don't want people to leave. I want people in the chat. That's the most important thing. I want to hang with people. I want to game with people. And so it's just not something that I think Twitch needs to completely rework the way they do ads, right? Because I will even leave a stream, and you guys have probably all been there. You show up at a stream, you get this long ad that's like 2 minutes, and you're like, what is going on? Why is this so long? And I'm exaggerating. I'm sure it's not 2 minutes, but sometimes they seem awfully long. And I will exit out and go to a different stream. I don't watch a lot of content, but the few times that I have, I'm like, I don't want to sit through these ads. They're way too long. At least with YouTube, you can just, watch 5 seconds and then skip. Of course, another revenue stream is your Twitch stream. You got subs, bits, people can donate, right? And subs, you split that money in half with Twitch, especially as an affiliate. It can get better as you get partnered and the audience grows. I think you can work with them a little bit to work on that percentage. Bits are, you get to keep every bit. 1 bit is 1 penny. And so you get to, as the streamer, you get to keep all of that. But for 500 bits, it might be $7, right? So Twitch is still getting their money there. And then donations, if you have a donation panel, you have a link set up through Streamlabs, you can have that money not only now, but it's directly to you. And there may be a little PayPal fee or something, but that's it. So again, it's another revenue stream. Okay. I don't have it in my notes here, but Patreon, kind of crowdfunding what you're doing. You could set up a Patreon, patreon.com/n64josh. That's my Patreon. And that just allows people to help, support you. You got to set up, how do you want to set up your Patreon? Some people set up a Patreon where they offer all their content ad free, right? So it just gets uploaded to Patreon without any ads, without any, I think in some cases they even remove, like if they have some kind of a sponsor or whatever, they'll remove that, so it's just the content without any ads. So Patreon, again, another revenue stream. And then lastly, for this list anyway, merch, right? T-shirts. I know, like Steel Sand Gaming in chat right now, I've seen plenty of pictures of him in my T-shirt. I just made masks with my logo on it. n64josh.com/store. That takes you right to Teespring, and you can see all the shirts that I've designed myself. You can jump onto Fiverr and hire an artist to make your logo, then put that logo on a shirt, and then as your audience grows and they want ways to support you and ways to help show you off, have your merch available for them. It's just important to know, and this is we'll kind of end here before we get to the Q&A. Like it is a business, but there's ways to make it work and have these revenue streams where you don't have to like always be selling. Even like the music I'm making, the stream vibes, it's for streamers to use. It doesn't cost them anything to use it, but I still make revenue off of it because Spotify pays for all the streams. So that's why I've created Stream Vibes and putting out these albums all the time, because it's just another revenue stream that's a passive income that's working when I'm not live, when I'm it's all about trying to figure out how to not constantly change, like that exchange of money for time, right? But just to put the work into something and then let it work for you. That's the idea here. So let's jump into the questions here. What do we got for questions, everybody? Let's see. And I want to say welcome to Solo Something, Britster. You guys, thank you for hanging out and being here. I really do appreciate it. Rad Panda says, how do you stay entertaining when there's nobody to talk to in chat? Do you talk? What do you talk about? How do you pull people into chat? It's tough when you're starting out. So I would say first, tell your friends. I know some people are weird about this. They're like, I don't want my friends to know what I'm doing. And my question is why? Why don't you want them to know? What is it you're wanting to hide? Right? Like, if they're your friends, they should want to support you. So hit them up. Hit up family, your cousins, your mom, your sister, your brother, whatever, your dad. Just have somebody jump into chat with you, so that you have somebody to talk to. So you can start just working your craft. The other thing I recommend, it's goofy. Just count. And if somebody shows up and they're like, why are you counting? You're like, I was just waiting for somebody to show up. I was just trying to talk while no one was on stream. I'm somewhat joking, but like you have to learn. It's kind of like doing radio. Like you have to learn just to be able to speak without anybody in the room. And maybe you're just kind of commentating on what it is that you're playing, what you're doing, and you might run into some bad habits that you end up having to break, but really find a few people to just jump in and find some friends and family as you start to grow your community. It's not easy. And like I said, it's the tricky part is a lot of people don't want you like self-promoting your stream, in their discords and stuff like that, because they're working to grow their brand, right? So it's a hard thing, but it's about putting content elsewhere that reaches the audience you want to reach, that then pushes them back to your stream. That's how you're going to grow your chat. Guys, I say this and some people shake their heads and they're like, oh, I can't, I'm not gonna get on TikTok. But like, Jen put up a video yesterday on our dog's TikTok account that has, before I recorded this, when I saw over 300,000 views and gained them over 600 followers. It's a 15-second video. And so if you can put out content that adds value on a platform like TikTok, you could grow your stream significantly by having something like that go viral. She has other videos that had no views, and now this one has, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. Who knows? It could be at 500,000 views right now. So create content on a platform like that allows for such great organic reach, and grow your stream that way. Just create content that adds value. And that's what I preach over and over and over again. Goji Prime says, because my friends are jerks and they will roast me on stream. Have fun with that. Let them roast you. Roast them back. If they're friends, it can be funny. Steel says, how did you get the sponsors you have? Did they approach you? Some, yes. Others, I reached out to them. I have an Audible sponsorship. I just reached out and said, hey, I have a podcast. Here's the downloads I'm getting. They were like, yep, let's go. So again, you can go to audibletrial.com/NPC. That's the Nintendo Powercast. It's the other podcast I do. That will take you right to Audible. You can get your free book. If you sign up, I get a commission. So sometimes you just got to reach out. Other times they will reach out to you. And again, you can become an affiliate and work that as a sponsorship. So keep that in mind. Like, even if OPC hadn't said, yes, we'll sponsor you, I still could have become an affiliate for them, and I still would have been given the link, and I still would have made the same commission. And stuff changes as companies grow. They change their policies, so you just gotta see what they'll offer and what's available. You can start getting sponsors or become an affiliate much sooner than you would think. It's just, you don't want to be all about sales all the time, because people don't just want to be sold to all the time. Like, what is it that you've done to add value that then gets people to want to help support you? And so that's where, just put out that content that adds value. I'm going to preach it over and over again. Like I said, what do you do when you don't have a lot of people or friends or family that are willing to support? Network. Find some other, like, it's a tricky thing. Don't get involved with like follow for follow and all that jazz. Like, that's not really how it works. You're not going to really grow doing that. You may get a few numbers, a few follows, but you're not going to start building an audience or a fan base. Network with other streamers that are the same size, and do multi-streams together. Jump into the same stream the same game, talk about the same thing, support each other, build each other up, host each other, rate each other, learn each other's stream schedules, so that when you're not live, you know that you can tell your audience, go see this person, and then vice versa. And that'll help you grow. And then as your numbers increase on Twitch and you grow in the directory, it gives you the chance to be found a little bit better, but not really. And so again, I'm going to continually go back to create valuable content on other platforms, or create content that adds value on other platforms to grow your Twitch stream. I don't see the Twitch grind working in 2020. Trying to do 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day. I'm going to make this a goal. I'm going to make this goal a reality. I just don't see it happening without marketing yourself in other places and offering and putting out content that is shareable so that people can find you elsewhere. It's really what it's about. Hoffman says, I feel like I'm bugging them if I'm the only one in chat. You have no idea how much the streamer loves you and is thankful. And if they aren't, then don't even waste time in that. But the moment, I remember my first streams when I had just a few people talking to me, sometimes just one. I was so thankful to have that one person just to have that conversation with while I was on Twitch, because it allows me to start, I had the question earlier, like, how do you talk and play the game at the same time? It's a craft. You have to learn it. And it's difficult when you're just staring at the screen and just playing your game. So don't ever feel like you don't understand how valuable you are when you're that one person that is talking in that chat. So yeah, don't for a second feel like you're bugging them. Are you an LLC or a registered business in any way? Is that necessary for write-offs and taxes? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not any kind of an accountant or anything like that, but yes, this is a business. Whether it's LLC, sole proprietor, whatever you want to do, LLC is recommended, but absolutely, this is, I run all this as a business. Hey, Wheatbread says, if you're the only person in my chat, you're my best friend. Panda says, it's such a relief when somebody shows up in chat. Yeah, absolutely. Finiface is talking to the streamer always makes us super happy. Yep. At what point do you go for that business license versus hobby money? Well, from my understanding, and again, I'm not a CPA, but once you hit, I believe it's $600, you have to claim that money. So do it right, because you do it right. You don't want to deal with that down the road. So, and a lot of the income that I have coming in right now goes right back into the business, upgrading gear, running ads on social media, so that I can be promoting outside of just organic reach also, because I want this to be a sustainable business. So I have to market it, right? So I run targeted ads I have ads running on Instagram right now. I'm waiting to get in touch with TikTok so I can start running ads on there as well. And so I put right now 100% back into growing this. Are there other things like the affiliate link rule to worry about? That's the biggest one that you're gonna run into. So, and it's just important that you want to make sure that if you start having affiliates, you know, like if you guys went to Gumroad and signed up so that you could sell some of my products for me, you would want to make sure that you let those people know, hey, if this is your first time, like, as an affiliate, make sure that you state this is an affiliate link. You know, if it's a blog post, just put it in there, affiliate link, so that they understand that you're just clear that that's what it is. Fina's asking, is it important to be active on Twitter? You want to be everywhere, but like wherever you're going to put the most effort, be on Instagram, growing that community there. If Twitter is about being in the conversation, so if you want to be social media, get on Twitter, jump in the conversation with people. If you want to showcase your beautiful photographs and your collection, your game collection, whatever it is, then Instagram is where you want to be. I will always encourage everybody, be everywhere, but wherever you can be the most passionate and show that passion off, yeah, and engage with the community that you're interested in engaging with, then yeah, be on Instagram. So it's honestly tough to grow on all those platforms, and they all take work. The easiest one right now is TikTok. As of this recording, it's the most organic reach, period. Thaddeus Prime says, in regards to Twitter, it definitely helps. Extension of your stream, social engagement, networking often comes natural the more organic you are. Yeah, you can get on Twitter and just talk about what you're passionate about, and find other people that are passionate about it and jump into the conversation. What you don't want to do on Twitter is just post that you're going live and then expect people to show up, because they will not. That's not worth, like, it's just, you're just noise at that point. You know, I think of every piece of content that goes out needs to be something that is serving those that are consuming it. So I've even done away with like the automated I'm going live. You know, I did away with it all, because it's just noise, and I don't want to be known for noise. I want to be known for adding value. So that's why I've done away with that stuff. So I'm not saying you can't post the same content on Instagram and Twitter. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if it's good content. It's just the going live tweets that are like, you can go to some people's profiles and they have not engaged in any conversation whatsoever. They have not put up anything that's interesting. All it is I'm live, I'm live, I'm live, I'm live, I'm live, I'm live. Like, you're missing the point of social media. You just created this into your own little commercial, and who wants to interact with that? Nobody. Yeah, Thaddeus says engaging is not automatic. And Hey Wheatbread says if he puts out a going live tweet, he then goes back and deletes it. You know, a tweet lasts about 15 minutes. And it might even be less now. It may be down to like 7 or 8 minutes. That's about how long that it's, you know, in somebody's feed before they're never going to see it again. So they go away relatively quick. But it's just when somebody goes back and looks at everything that you tweet, what is going to make them want to follow you and engage with you? It's going to be based on the content that you put out. So there you go. That's going to do it for this episode of Twitch Chat. If you want to join us live, twitch.tv/N64Josh, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. I want to say thanks to my chat for being here with me live. Finaface, Hey Wheatbread, Magster, Solo Something, Thaddeus, The New Day Gaming, Let me scroll up here. Steel Sand Gaming, Rad Panda, Razulini, BPWMD. I saw N64 Jen a little while ago. Britster. All right. So thank you, everybody, for being here with me live. Thank you for listening to this after the fact. You got questions about your stream, let me know in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.